Let's talk about age differences. When you're putting yourself out there, how does this thing work? How big of an age difference is acceptable?
Look, what I love about today is everything is on the table. Everything is acceptable. That being said, what we recommend at Smart Dating Academy, the maximum, go up 10 years, go down 10 years, because that just makes things a little bit easier to navigate, but not necessarily, the only way to do it.
Okay, well, with a big age difference, how do topics of kids, of marriage, and financial stability play a role?
Well, things are typically easier when you're more similar, right? So if you're the same age, you're probably at the same place in your career. Maybe if you're both in your 20s, you're growing. But if you've got a big age gap, it gets harder to navigate these places. If you're 35 and he's 65, you're on the up and up career-wise, and he might be ready to slow down. So it gets a little more tricky to navigate those differences.
I can see it. Well, all the talk right now is there's some celebrity engagements that involve kind of a shift in age here. The first one is Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. He's 25. She's the older of the two. She's 36 years old. That's an 11-year gap. So what are your thoughts on the older woman, younger guy trend?
I love it. Look, like I said, today everything is acceptable. For men, typically they would say, oh, half my age plus 7 is a good age for my young wife. But yeah, look at the French Prime Minister and his wife. There's a 24-year age gap between the two of them. What's more concerning is dating for 2 months and then getting engaged.
Yeah.
Priyanka and Nick.
Right.
That's not even like a spring to summer transition. That's not even one season.
You've only seen this person for one season. You don't know how they act in the winter.
Exactly. What are you going to do when it's cold and dark?
If I've had bras longer than my relationship, I don't think that we should be getting engaged.
Amen. Amen.
I like that. Well, another one, we got Kris Jenner, and this is a rumored engagement right here with Corey Gamble. Kris, 62, and she looks phenomenal for that age. Corey, ripe young age of 37.
Woohoo!
That is
go Kris,
right?
Go Kris.
That's another good one right there.
What's your assessment of that relationship?
Let's see what happens. They've been dating for what, 3-4 years?
Now.
Yeah, it's been
maybe
a long
he doesn't
time.
want the whole kids thing and the whole marriage thing. I guess, are you saying it's more of where people are at in life?
It could be, right? He could be really happy with a woman who's established, who's clearly ambitious, who doesn't need to go through all of that again, who's in the grandkids phase. So, yeah.
Do you think that there's a stigma with women actually dating younger? I feel like we see guys dating younger all the time.
They're getting high-fived and stuff,
right? Right. But when a woman does it, you kind of hear a little bit more talk about it.
Yeah, you hear, oh, that's just your boy toy right now. I think it threatens a lot of people because it really starts to flip old norms on its head, right? Nobody would look twice if a guy's 75 and a woman's 35. They're like, oh yeah, that guy made it. But I think today, the fact that women can do that, it's like, whoa, what's happening in the world?
Is there a perfect sweet spot in terms of age difference where you're like, that's the perfect gap where it's relatable on both ends?
I think it's more important. Age ultimately is just a number, right? It's about two people. Do you share values? Do you share beliefs? Do you share goals, right? That's the most important thing in a successful coupling.
Okay, Bela Ghandi says
best place to leave it right
anything's
there.
game.
Yeah, right.
Go for it.
Love is love, everybody. Don't worry about age. It's just a number. Thank you very much, Bela, for being in. And make sure you check out smartdatingacademy.com for more information. Bela comes in here on a weekly basis and spits gems, but you can find it 24/7 on that website right there. So make sure you get involved.